Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I had a chance to sit down with Betsy Wren Zapien. Betsy's a 9-year-old BMX phenom from the Kansas City area, and I just love talking to her about riding and kind of what it means to her and how it makes her feel. This kid is cool, so take a listen.
So anyway, here's what we're going to do, Betsy. We're going to start by, I just want you to introduce yourself. Like, tell me about Betsy.
Well, I like bikes.
That's a good start. So how did you get into biking? Like first of all, how old are you?
I am 9 years old.
Okay, so I have a question. So your mom is referred to you as Betsy Wren. Tell me where does that come from?
It comes from my mom's dad.
Okay.
And she just likes the name.
Cool. All right. Well, so I want to hear about how you got into biking. Like, I know that you're into BMX, but when did you start riding BMX?
Probably when I was about 5.
Really? And so when do you do it? Is it like a weekly thing? Do you go to these events every month? Like, how does that, how does BMX fit into your life?
We do it when I want to do it. And
okay.
It's
So are you on a schedule or anything? Or do you do it every Friday night during the summer or what?
I usually do it every Friday and go on Tuesdays.
Okay. So when you go on a Friday night, what is it like? Tell me about a Friday night in BMX land.
Tell the story.
Well, there's a lot of people and it's very busy.
Like boys and girls both? So are you racing boys?
Yes, and girls.
Do you crush the boys?
Yeah.
Do you really? Okay. So how many races on a Friday night? Is it do you do I know in motorcycle racing they have what they call heat races, where you race and then you have to win a race to get into the main event. Is that the way it is in BMX?
Yeah. So you race one time, and if you are in second or first, you go straight to main. But if you're in third or lower, you are going into the middle race to see if you can go into the main race.
So so if you don't finish first or second in the initial race, then you got to win the next one to get into the main.
Yes.
So how long are these races? Are they how many laps?
One probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's a BMX course like? Like a bunch of jumps, or tell me about that.
There's it's just a lot of hills, and there's concrete turns. Well, there's right when you get on the gate,
So the gate's the thing that you put your wheel up against, right?
Yeah.
What does it feel like when they flip the gate?
Well, I just feel I need to go.
Yeah.
But sometimes when people when they put two groups together,
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people, so everyone tries to go in front.
Mm-hmm.
I stay in the back, waiting for a chance to go up, and there's a gap.
I like this.
When everyone is in the front, some people have to slow down, and then they slow down because there's no way to get in. So then once there's a big enough gap, I can go in there and then start racing in front of them.
So you kind of sit back and chill and wait for things to sort of settle, and then you pick your spot.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So in a given race, how many kids are in one race? 5, 20?
Well, there's 8 spots, but there can be less.
Okay.
So about 8 people.
Okay. And do you, okay. So do you race against the, in an 8-person race, how many people are boys and girls? Or is it just kind of mix and match?
It's mix and match.
So tell them how do they get that group? Who are those people?
Yeah.
Well, it's in your age group. So, like, if I'm
Okay.
9, and so I would be with all the 9-year-olds. But if I won 10 races, I would go in intermediate, and I would go to another level, like another age group.
So basically, if you start crushing all the 9-year-olds, they make you go up a level.
Yeah.
So how close are you to leveling up?
Well, like, so the levels are like novice,
Okay.
and
Intermediate.
in your intermediate,
Yep.
it's an expert.
And where are you now?
I am novice.
Okay. Right on.
So like if you're a novice and you are racing and you win 10 races, okay?
Mhm.
Like first place.
Uh-huh.
You go to intermediate and you go to another level, like another age group.
So if you win 10 races, they make you move up.
Yeah.
How many races have you won?
I think 3.
Nice. So you're almost there.
Yeah.
So how far do you race in the fall? Do you is it over for the season, or do you
It goes to like late spring to like middle of fall.
Okay. So you got a little ways to go left.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into, I want to know how does it make you feel when you're on the bike? Like, you obviously like it, and you're wearing a hat that says #ride. So you obviously love to ride. Like, tell me how it makes you feel.
It makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy it. And I like racing a lot because I'm just doing my own thing, basically. But I'm racing other people.
Do you are you intimidated at all by the older kids or the boys around? It seems like you're pretty strong-willed young lady. Like, I would imagine it would be pretty scary to get in there and race with the boys. And tell me about your first time doing that.
Well, the first time I wasn't scared at all.
Nice.
I just went for it, and yeah, I've never been scared to race the boys.
I love it. Okay.
They're pretty easy.
Nice. All right. So what about crashing, man? You fell and broke your arm like a year ago, right?
Yeah, probably.
So how did that? What happened? Tell me. Take me through the wreck. How did it happen?
Like 2 hills before, like the gate dropped. I was riding perfectly fine. I was in first place.
Oh.
And I think I went a little too fast, and I jumped a little too high, and I just, boom, crashed.
You just bailed? Did you fall off the bike, or did you hold on?
I think I leaned too forward, so I leaned off the bike. So.
Oh, man. So when did you know that you were hurt? Like, did you get back on the bike, or what happened? Tell me about that.
Well, I knew I was hurt. I knew I at least had a broken wrist. It really hurt. And I did not get back up. Like, I got back up, but I didn't ride my bike, and I just walked off. So
how long were you off of the bike when you had that injury?
Probably for like 1 year.
Yeah. Man, yeah. And how bad did that suck? Like, you like riding. It
was really hard for me.
Yeah.
It took my free time away.
Yeah. Did you go to the races and watch even though you had a broken arm?
I think I went to like 2 races just to like watch.
Yeah. Well, so are you going to tell me about, have you done a bunch of traveling for racing, or have you just been pretty much in the area?
I haven't traveled yet, but I think I will. I went to Raytown BMX, not Blue Springs once, but I did not like their track, so I just with Blue Springs.
Okay. All right. So let's get into fun stuff. What kind of bike do you ride? Tell me about your bike.
My BMX bike or my mountain bike?
Yeah. Wait, wait. You have multiple bikes, right? I'm talking about your BMX bike, but you have a salsa bike also, right?
I know. I used to.
Oh, what happened to your salsa?
I grew out of it a lot. So I got a Trek. It's a Trek Roscoe 24.
Is that your Instagram?
No, it's my dad's.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right. So have you ever heard of the term N+1?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you something. So N+1 is whenever someone asks you how many bikes you have, you should say N+1. What that means is N is the number of bikes that you have today. And so the number of bikes that you should own is N+1, meaning you always need one more. So like I think I have 7 bikes. So for me, I need 8, right? I got to get one more. So you always need one more. That's what N+1 means.
Hmm.
So how many bikes do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so you need 3. You need to tell your mom that you need one more. So what do you have? A BMX bike and a mountain bike.
Yeah.
You probably need a gravel bike too, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like a cruiser just for around the neighborhood. So that's 4. All right, we'll get you to 5 at least. Yeah, besides BMX, yeah. Tell me about just how you ride just regularly.
Well, I just when I'm not doing BMX, I usually ride my mountain bike. And I like to go on a lot of mountain trails.
Where at?
No, mountain bike trails, and yeah.
Does your mountain bike have full suspension? Or, does it have like shocks? Like no?
No.
No. Okay. So where do you ride the mountain bike at? And like on the Rock Island Trail, or do you go on like?
I usually go. I don't know what it's called, but I like dirt trails the best.
Oh yeah.
Biking.
Okay.
And I like a lot of like bumps.
Okay. That's cool. Well, so what about do a lot of your friends race or do BMX, or have you made new friends doing it?
There's one kid in my class. His name is Grayson, and he does BMX too. And we're friends, so yeah.
Nice.
And my cousin does it, Lucy.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
Lucy.
Okay.
And she is she's not in my age group anymore because I turned 9.
Okay.
And she's 8, but we still like get ready at the same time probably.
Got it.
We usually sometimes we ride together to BMX.
Oh, nice.
We do, but she hasn't done it lately because her dad has a broken leg from BMX.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, and it was at Raytown.
Oh man, is that where you broke your arm too?
No, Raytown was. I broke my arm at Blue Springs.
Okay. Okay. Where'd you get your hat?
I think I got this at Walmart.
I like it. So what do you guys? Are you on a team? Like, how does the BMX stuff work? Is it just you, or do you have a team?
It's just you. You don't have any team. You're racing against. You are your own team.
Okay.
Racing against other people.
Okay.
You have to be. Well, you have to be your own team trying to win, but there's also other people around you.
but it's all you. Like you can't rely on anybody else. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have like sponsors like Box, like they're a team, but
Oh, yeah.
they race like and they're like they have sponsors, but they're also racing by themselves. So
Gotcha. Well, maybe we could work on that, and we could get you in some of our gear, and maybe we could be your sponsor. How would you feel about that? All right. Well, we'll talk about that. Yeah. So, well, so let me ask you this. What do you want to, if you had a chance to talk to other girls that are 9 years old and tell them how cool BMX is? Because I have to tell you, I think it's pretty cool what you're doing. I just don't know if a lot of people know about it. Like, how do you tell other kids your age to get into BMX? Where do you start?
I start, do you like bikes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if they do, I would be like, do you ride bikes often? Mm-hmm. And if they do, I would tell them about like BMX, where like practices and like you can race. Mm-hmm. You can race by you are your own team. Yeah. And you race with other people. Mm-hmm. And it's where you race bikes, and it's one track, and you're racing. Usually, it's 8 people. Yeah. I don't know if there's more or not, but I would.
Do you get to know the track? Like after you race it a few times, you get to you probably have a good feel for the pattern of jumps and kind of what you can do. Like, do you think about it when you're not there? Do you think about I'm going to take this line and, I want to get this jump, a little further. Do you think about that stuff?
Yeah, I actually do. Like the first time, I was on the track, no one was on it because it was my first time. Yeah. And the first time I rode it, I was late 5 and
5 years old?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I just rode it for the first time and I felt pretty good about it. So then I rode it with some people and I stayed back and I did it a couple times and I got the hang of it. And then I've been doing it since then. I just like to go fast. So
that's awesome.
What would you tell a girl if they were that sounds scary? What if I get hurt? Explain the bravery behind the ride.
Yeah, great question.
All I think about is don't your first time, don't try to win, just try to have fun first of all.
That's great advice.
You don't rush. And once you you don't the first time you before the gate drops, you would probably be really scared. But once you the first time, you're that wasn't bad at all. And then your heart at right when you feel the gate drop, your heart is beating.
Oh, and yeah.
Okay, I gotta figure it. Before the gate drops, I think of a strategy.
Okay, tell me about the strategy.
So whenever they combine 2 teams together, I just said this. I go in the back. Mm-hmm. The first time, I was on the track, I didn't do that, and I just went in front, but that strategy didn't work. So then I came up with this strategy that helped me go there and be in the back. And then
do you feel like you can see what's going on more from the back and you can kind of visualize what's happening?
Yeah. In the back, you can't see what's happening in the front.
Yeah.
but you can see what's happening in the back. So I stay in the back so I can see like where people are like moving and like how they are doing it. So then I can figure out a way how to get in there. And right at the gate, probably when I turned 6, like it was some time, and I figured out a new strategy to get right in the first place. In the beginning, where I put my first foot in front, like where the gate is, and my other foot in like the back. So then, right when the gate drops, I just start pedaling. So and I go like right in front of the people. And so, then, yeah.
Are your parents into bikes? Like, do you ride bikes with your parents?
Yeah. My dad likes bikes. My mom likes bikes.
Cool.
Usually, me and my dad ride on mountain bike trails.
Okay.
A lot. And my mom, we ride on the Rock Island Trail.
Yeah, I love the Rock Island.
And we like riding in our neighborhood. There's like this dirt trail, kind of.
Yeah.
And we like to go on that.
Cool. Excellent. Well, listen, you should be proud of yourself. There's not a lot of kids, much less young girls, that would be super, just as brave as you are, especially to go break your arm and get right back up and do it again. Like that's the mark of somebody that isn't messing around. So you should be proud of yourself for that. What do you want to tell our audience? Because some people are going to see this. So I want you to tell the bikes included audience, like what's one thing you would tell somebody that was looking to get into bike riding?
I would tell them just go for it. And first of all, don't be scared and just go with the flow.
I love it. That's perfect. Well, Betsy, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I know you're busy. What grade are you in? 9 years old? What is that?
I'm in 3rd grade.
3rd grade. And where do you go to school?
PLE.
Pleasant Lee, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate the time, and I can't wait to see you and your mom again. I hope you guys are doing well. And Betsy Wren, everybody, 9-year-old BMX phenom from Kansas City.